Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross Englund, Clear Lake Guide Service with your Clear Lake report for May 16th, 2024. Apologize for the scary perspective, but I'm out on the water just taking a break while clients eat lunch. Thought I'd whip out a real quick report for you. I'm going to start out with activities because there's a bunch of stuff going on this coming weekend, actually beginning tomorrow. The annual Catfish Derby begins tomorrow, runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's hosted by folks down in Clear Lake Oaks. So, I mean, it's been going on forever. So anyway, that starts tomorrow, Friday. Then I have a permit has been pulled for ABA. So I don't know if that's an ABA team tournament, or there's also a crappie tournament that's supposed to run Saturday. And I don't know if the permit that I see for ABA is for a bass tournament or if they're actually involved with the crappie tournament. So potentially this weekend you've got a bass tournament, a crappie tournament, and a huge catfish derby. That ought to be enough activity to last you for a week. Okay, let me see if I can do this real quick. Bear with me. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is current. I'm currently tied up on a dock up in Nice. Probably as a crow flies about 3/4 of a mile from the mouth of Rodman Slough, and that current is flowing towards the mouth of Rodman Slough. So it still has been windy in the evenings, especially down below the Narrows. But yesterday afternoon while we were out, it was pretty windy above the Narrows too. Beautiful during the day though. So water temperature all over the board. I mean, pick one. I've seen starting temperatures at the launch ramp of 68.5, 69. I've seen end of the day temperatures of 77, 78. And depending on which portion of the lake we're in, anything in between. And it's the same thing with water clarity. Actually, yesterday got into an area, Tuesday got into an area that we could see just about 8 feet. Unfortunately, there was a lot of current going through the area. It wasn't a place that you could look for bedfish. Well, you could look, but couldn't find them. Today, found a weird little spot that we could see about 5.5, 6 feet. Actually saw a couple of fish, but the water's just weird. I mean, it is all over the place. So trying to tell you, what the watercolor looks like. It can be anywhere from very algaed up on the surface to pretty darn clear, depending on where you are, what day it is, and what time of day it is. So I'm afraid this report isn't going to help you out a whole lot as far as water temperature and water clarity. Water level is something that's changed as well. Lake level is currently at 6.3, I think. I'm sorry, 7.4. 7.4. It's dropped 1/4 of a foot in the last week. They've opened up gates. They're releasing more water. I'm assuming it's Yolo County, pulling their water for the year, or at least starting to do that. So depending on where you are around the lake, even though it's only dropped 1/4 of an inch, a little bit pooped. Even though it's only dropped 1/4 of a foot, you can look at some areas that I've been into the last couple days, and it looks like it's dropped a foot with a big old green slime mark all over the place, but that's just from wave action. So those are your conditions. As far as the fishing is concerned, I should be a crappie guide right now. The I believe that you can put a 3/16 ounce underspin on with a 2.8 or 3.3 Keitech and just pick a bank and go down it. And if you go down a couple hundred yards, you'll catch one or two crappie. We're not trying for them. We're just catching them while we were trying to catch bass. So they look good. I have not found them bunched up at all. But man, we've caught some nice crappie this week, all by accident. Bass fishing, I'm going to turn it around and say it's probably an accident when we did catch one. It's been pretty slim pickings this week, between 1 and 2 fish a day from me. Talking to a couple of other people I've run into during the course of the week, they're not doing a whole lot better. So, and also today we caught a couple of catfish on that goofy underspin as well. So that's the fishing report. If you're coming up here planning on spending a couple of days sight fishing, I don't think it's going to happen. And I can't even tell you, can you catch fish in 2 feet of water or 20 feet of water? Because we're just catching one here and one there, depending on which day it is. So good luck to you, and maybe we'll see you next week.